Good morning and welcome again to Creating Magic. I'd like to share with you something today that I felt come through, and I'm enjoying our beautiful blue sky with our lovely sun, which we have had sun showers today, but either way, I just like to share with you that no matter what's happened in the past and everything that's transpired, we're not locked in by that. And what I mean by that is who we were years ago or even yesterday is not who we are now. I know there is a lot of distrust and unease between people, and I think how we can rectify that even within our own friend bases and family is by letting go, because we have grown, we have changed, we have become different people. So why couldn't they have changed and become different people? It doesn't matter what things have been done in the past. It's our ability to let go of that, our ability to forgive, and our ability to release. Because they might have done something to us, against us, whatever we didn't like, we didn't agree with, but we still hold on to that, don't we? So if you talk about someone from the past and you get someone going, oh, they're still holding some angst or some form of emotion that is making them react that way when that person's name's mentioned, or some shape or form situation. I can't think of a specific one on the top of my head, but I hope you can understand what I mean by, it's just certain things that can happen that trigger things for you, and you don't realize that this is actually ingrained habit because you've got unreleased emotion. And it's our ability to release this emotion which will clear the way for new. We're not these beings weighed down by our emotions and our feelings and our baggage. We were born into this earth as bare bum babes. We were these just innocent babes, naked and full of our own glory. And I equate that to now is birds. Do we see birds carrying around their baggage and stuff? No, they flit here, flit there. They pair off for life. They have inter-family relationships. They have all this stuff, but they're not weighed down by their baggage because they can up and fly. There is no anchoring. Now, us as humans, yes, we're anchored. We don't have the ability to fly yet. That will become when we finally realize our full potential. But that also depends on what reality you would like to create for yourself. That's our purpose of free will, and we're in this magical time. We can create anything we want. This is the time of fairy tales, to be fanciful, which I do believe we are. We are these magnificent creatures if we allow ourselves, and if we allow ourselves to let go of the baggage. Yes, this person might have done wrong to me, or this person, could have, quite frankly, hurt us dearly. They might have stolen, physically abused us, whatever that may be, or could just talk bad about us, or, looked at us the wrong way and we've already gone there. That's our own thing. That's not theirs. And it's our ability to let go. Just let go. Surrender it. Does this really affect me now? Is this really going to make me my better person who I really know I truly am by holding on to this stuff? No. The person who can make you who you truly are is you. And it's hard. It's grinding at a grindstone. Sometimes it's just persistence, and you might not feel like you go anywhere, and you've got all this anger and all this other stuff. But I think the key is to still learn to release, let it go, and keep releasing. If more stuff comes up, release it. If you have to go to the beach and soak in the salt water, then you do it. Or you go to a flotation tank thing or whatever it is, which is full of magnesium salts, which makes you float. go do it, because magnesium is amazing things, or just have an Epsom salt bath, you know, or stick your feet into the earth, dig them in, and just ask for Mother Earth to take all that crap, you know, release it to Mother Earth, blessing it for the release, whatever works for you. But one way or another, you need to let it go. You've got to take a deep breath, you know, just every moment is an opportunity for us to grow. Every moment is an opportunity for us to change. And it's our choice, purely and utterly. But what I've got today is let bygones be bygones. If you come across someone from your past, or even right now, just lovingly see them in your third eye, or even feel like you're having a conversation with them and just say, hey, I'm sorry this has happened, but thank you for the lessons I've learned. Thank you for things. And by the way, my name is Chantel, you know, and reintroduce yourselves, because you are not the same person you were when it happened all those years ago, or even yesterday, and they are the same. But the key to it is be the bigger person, you know. It takes leadership, it takes courage, it takes guts, it takes some inner strength to go, you know what, I'm better than this. I can show you how better I am, because I'm going to be the better person. I'm going to be my principles. I'm going to be my ethics, and I am going to be who I really am. I am not going to stand for this crap, and I'm not going to lower down to your crap. I'm going to stand, as they say, on your high horse, but it's not a high horse. You are standing in your grounds of conviction, your grounds of who you truly are, in a loving space. Please, at all times, be kind to yourself and be loving. Do not hold ill intent, because it'll come back to you. And I'm deadly serious. It's something that we as humans need to let go of, the tit for tat. You know, bygones be bygones. Sweep it away. Let the winds of time swish it away, because it's a changing world. We are not who we were yesterday. 7 years it takes for our body to completely change every cell in our body. So in 7 years, we are a new body in all shape and forms. So if that on a molecular level is happening over 7 years, what can happen to our mind? What happens to our thoughts and our beliefs and our energy systems? There's just mind-blowing if you go into that aspect. But my message today is bygones be bygones. Let it go. We don't need to be held down by our assumptions, because yes, assumptions I do believe are the mother of all F-ups, because you don't know what's going on. You can't walk in someone else's shoe. You can feel, you can be empathetic and compassionate, but you don't know what's going on in their head, and you don't know what's happened to them to make them shape their thought patterns and their belief systems to that. So hence why the compassion is compulsory to let go for self-growth. It's hard, it's not easy, and I can say this as a mum with 2 boys. I find myself doing generational things which I'm trying my hardest to break, but you know, as a lady told me at a workshop once, I was so afraid of screwing my kids up. She goes, we always screw them up, and it's their job to learn how to unscrew themselves. And I know that sounds so pathetic, but it helped me at that point in time to realise that it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it's never going to be perfect, because I'm always learning and growing, and so are they. So it's a perpetual cycle of learning and growth and acceptance and surrendering and continuing on, like the layers of an onion that never gets peeled, you know, continually peeled to get to the heart of it. We've got so many multi-layers and multi-dimensions and so multi-things that our poor little brain can't process in its totality. Hence why we are what we are, right here, right now, putting one step in front of the other, learning and growing and having a open awareness that keeps growing and enriching, which is enriching our whole world. It's just a snowball effect, or the butterfly effect, whatever you want to say. But I'm just so blessed for right here, right now, being able to share this with you. I wish this sun to shine warmth into your hearts and into your lives, just to filter out some of those feelings and emotions, because we're all alike. We all have these little dark secrets. We all have these dark inside of us. And you know what? It's okay. We are growing, we are learning, and I just want you to know you're never alone through this process. But one thing I wish I could share and help you with today: let bygones be bygones. We're not these people that we thought we were and who we think of others. You know, we have people in our families and our friend bases, you know, frenemies, as they say. Just love them and leave them. And if they're not with you right here, right now in your journey, then you give compassion and wish them well on their journey, because one day or another they're going to come back and say thank you. Thank you for showing me what it is to live. Thank you for being that leadership. At that point in time, I didn't know what you were doing and my reaction to it was harsh, but thank you for being that shining light that I didn't know I could be until I processed through it. So here I am, being a little ray of sunshine, and I'm so grateful for the sun today because it's so warm. And on that note, my love, my blessings. Just breathe, let it go. You're doing fine. And much love. Bye.